So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy and today I'm filming a TBR video because I'm finally in the mood for reading. It has been like a long journey. I have not really read continuously in a while, so I'm kind of feeling like I'm back on the reading habit, and I wanted to make this TBR for spring to kind of get me back in the zone again. So do stick around to find out what I'll be reading this spring. Let me know what your plans are for reading this spring. Any kind of new releases you're excited about, let me know, because I bet some of them will be on my TBR, to be honest. So let's get started. The first book I really want to read this spring has already come out. It is one of my most anticipated releases, not the one that you're thinking about yet. That is on here. But this is on my Kindle. So it is Chasing Cassandra by Lisa Kleypas. So this is a kind of not Regency but Victorian romance novel. It's part of the Ravenel series, which is basically a series of novels, all romance, about a family who basically fall in love, not with each other because that would be weird, but with other people, obviously. Anyway, this is the last in the series and I've been waiting for this novel for a year. Lisa Kleypas always comes out with a new novel every February and I'm always counting down because I read them so quickly. So I haven't actually gotten around to reading this on my Kindle yet. I think it's perfect for a cozy kind of evenings read, so I'll probably start that in the next few nights, just because I'm so excited to kind of get cozy, read a romance novel. It's perfect for these kind of unsettled times. You need something uplifting. So that is my plan basically. But yes, I am obsessed with Lisa Kleypas. If you're kind of in the mood for a really well written, funny, feminist romance novel set in the Victorian era, I would recommend Lisa Kleypas. She is a brilliant writer. And the thing about her novels are that they're just really funny, genuinely funny, which I really appreciate. So I'd really recommend those. And Chasing Cassandra, I'm not ready for this series to be over because I just love all the characters so dearly. Let me know if you are a Lisa Kleypas fan and hit me up with what your favourite novel of the Ravenel series has been. So it's only right that I talk about this beast. Yeah, it's Crescent City. I am so excited to read House of Earth and Blood. This is a new adult fantasy novel from Sarah J Maas, who, as you guys know, if you're kind of seasoned watchers of my channel, she's one of my favourite authors of all time, no biggie. So this has a lot of pressure assigned to it. It's also 900 pages. I got the Waterstone special edition version, but then I also got sent a proof copy from Bloomsbury, so this is kindly gifted from them. Thank you very much for that, Bloomsbury. Sorry, I almost knocked myself out with it. It's so big, so big. So this one seems to be easier to hold, so I'm going to hold this one up. But basically Crescent City is about a girl called Bryce, a woman called Bryce? Yeah, Bryce Quinlan. And of course there's demons, fae, all that jazz. It wouldn't be a Sarah J Maas novel without kind of a fantasy element. So I believe that's the kind of world that we're in, and I'm suspecting there's going to be a romance. I'm suspecting some naughtiness because it's Sarah J Maas after all, so there'll probably be some pretty spicy scenes in this. But I'm just excited for a new Sarah J Maas world, because we know the Throne of Glass series so well, and now A Court of Thorns and Roses is kind of still ongoing with Nesta's novel, which is next year, or this year maybe in the autumn, but that series is kind of continuing. So I'm just excited for a new world by Sarah J Maas. And I think hopefully this will be really good. I've only seen good reviews of this, so I'm feeling positive about this, guys. Let me know in the comments if you've read it and if you loved it. If not, fine, but no spoilers, please. No spoilers in the comments. Spoiler-free zone. So yeah, I'm really excited about Crescent City. I will do a review when I've read it, and hopefully that will be soon, but it is a very big book, and yeah, it will be a struggle to finish that in the next few weeks, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one down as well. Okay, so the next book I really want to read this spring is a novel everyone's been talking about. You can't escape this novel. It's in the bestseller charts, it's all over YouTube, all over Bookstagram, everything. It is Kylie Reid, Such a Fun Age. So this has become kind of a cult classic, and everyone's kind of talking about it. So basically it's about a black woman who is at a supermarket and she gets accused of kidnapping a child just based on her race. It's also about like privilege and kind of social class and like just the dynamics of that, and it's supposed to be quite provocative. It's supposed to be very, very important. I for one cannot wait to read this. Everyone's been talking about it, and it's just like one of those novels that is just everywhere, so I need to get on the hype train. Let me know if you've read this and what you thought about it. I would love to know. And the final book I really want to get around to reading this spring is a non-fiction book, and it is The Five by Hallie Rubin. This has been like everywhere. Basically, I just want to get around to reading all the books that have been really, really hyped. If you've not heard about this, this is a non-fiction book exploring the untold lives of the women killed by Jack the Ripper, as it says like on the cover. The cover, by the way, is so cool. I think it's so fab. But I wanted to read this like when it was released in hardback, but I just never got round to picking it up. I am a big history fan. I'm really fascinated by the whole Jack the Ripper case, and what I think this book does, or what it sets out to do, is tell the real stories of the women who were killed. So, you know, a lot of historians focus on the fact that they were prostitutes, and that, oh, like that's the one thing that comes out of like many historian studies, or like the one thing that many people know about these women. Like, people don't actually know their stories, their backgrounds, and the fact that some of them weren't prostitutes. Like, that's the kind of main thing as well. And even if they were, it doesn't make their lives any less important. That was one of the things that made me really interested in this book, is kind of like the, you know, the proper looking at these women's lives, and it's like taking the gaze away from Jack the Ripper and putting the gaze on these women who lost their lives, and, you know, rightly so, should be kind of like seen for the women that they were, or the lives that they had, and also the kind of like social situation at the time. A lot of these women were extremely poor, and yeah, so I haven't actually read this book yet, but I've listened to Hallie on a numerous amount of podcasts, so I know what the plot is, and I just know this will be so up my street. So this is already out now. Let me know if you're a fan, if you've read it. I've heard a few people say it was quite dry, but I'm hoping that I'll kind of be able to dip in and out of this. But I just love history books anyway, so I think I'll get on with this quite well. So those are the 4 books that are on my TBR this spring. I'm really excited about all of them. I think I picked a good selection, and it's all stuff that I'm really kind of like excited to read and really fascinated by. So I'm hoping that I'll, you know, fly through those. I will try and review as many as I can for you guys, because I really do want to get back into kind of like reviewing the books that I'm reading. So hopefully very soon I'll get around to finishing all those. And do let me know what books are on your spring TBRs if you're kind of making one. So thank you guys so much for watching, if you still stuck around, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you very soon in my next video, guys. Bye!